Okay, Adam, what's an ulna?
It's one of your good friends.
No. Ulna. U-L-N-A.
It's a type of exotic fruit.
So what I'm going to get you to do is you're going to see a skeleton on the screen, and you're going to try to match all the different vocabulary words to the correct bone in the body.
Okay.
So I just want you to try your best. Don't worry if it's right or wrong. Just see what you can do. So basically, if you see patella, you'll move that to where you think it should be.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So my best guess?
Okay, so you're all done, and you have 4 out of 16 right.
Not very good.
So 25%. So we're going to try this again when we're done with my presentation and see how you do then.
Okay.
So I'm going to go through a bit of a presentation that I've made about the skeletal system with you. Okay, have you heard of the skeletal system before?
Yes.
Okay, so earlier when I asked you what an ulna was, and you didn't know, you're going to find out about it during this presentation. Okay? All right, and I've used Prezi to do this. It's kind of like PowerPoint, but it's an online presentation system. All right, so what is the skeletal system? We're just going to run through a little bit about what it is in general, and then we're going to get into specific parts. So basically, the bones of the skeleton, and that's what most people think of when they think of the skeletal system, but it's also the cartilage, ligaments, and connective tissues that stabilize and connect them all.
Okay.
So it's all of that combined, not just the bones. Okay, so actually, I should ask you, so what kind of things do you think the skeletal system does? What sort of purpose do you think it serves?
Gives the body structure.
Structure. Okay, what else? Anything else?
No.
So it gives the body structure. It's true. That's probably one of its most important parts, because if we didn't have a skeleton, then we wouldn't be able to have anything to hold our muscles and our frame together.
Protects the organs too.
But yeah, that's true. So it actually has 5 main purposes. So it gives the body support, which is kind of like what you said. It also stores minerals, which is very important for our well-being. What do you think the most important mineral is that the skeleton stores?
Calcium.
So, did you know that calcium is the most abundant mineral in the body?
No.
You learn something new every day. The average person actually has 1 to 2 kilograms of calcium in their body. And of that, 98% of it's stored in the skeletal system, in bones.
Where's the other 2%?
Mixed throughout. Right, so it produces blood cells.
Bone marrow.
Yeah, bone marrow, red, white blood cells. Provides protection, which you said at the end, for all the internal organs and muscle. Okay, and it also creates leverage. So if you didn't have skeletal system, maybe any exercises that you do at the gym requires strong bones, right? So they act as a lever, which you know about in engineering. All right. So the skeletal system actually has 2 parts. It's broken down into 2 sections. So the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. Have you heard of either of these before?
No.
Okay. So basically, the axial skeleton is all along the central axis of the body. There's 80 bones. It's kind of what you would consider to be the trunk. So everything from the head and all through your trunk.
Okay.
There's 80 bones.
Okay.
Then there's the appendicular skeleton, which has a lot more. It has 126 bones, and that's basically all of your limbs and then the girdles that hold them together.
Okay.
So shoulder girdle and our hip girdle, and that's what we're going to learn about today. The appendicular. I've decided to focus on this.
So the appendicular would be appendages.
Yeah, appendage. So here's just a diagram just so you can see. So in the blue, that's the axial,
Okay.
and then the pink is our appendicular, and that's what we're going to be looking at.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to start from top down. Okay, so we're going to look at the pectoral girdle, and then the upper limb. Okay, so the pectoral girdle is also what you call the shoulder girdle. It includes two major parts, the clavicle and the scapula. So I think you called the clavicle your phalanges.
Okay.
In your
Clavicle.
yeah, clavicle. So remember when Jamie broke his clavicle?
Yes.
It was right here.
Okay.
And then
Scapula.
scapula is through here.
These are kind of back. Okay.
So we're going to look at a little bit in more depth. So the clavicle connects the pectoral girdle to the axial skeleton. So it actually, you remember the axial, the trunk part?
Yes.
That's what connects it.
Okay.
It helps to limit shoulder movements due to its position. Our shoulder is one of the joints where it has the most mobility in our entire body. So, which makes it really susceptible to injury too. So that's why, I mean, if we without a clavicle, we would be missing even more support than it already has.
Sure.
So that's why when people break it, it's pretty difficult to even do much with your arm at that point. And so actually fractures in the clavicle, you can't really have a cast for them either. And typically you'll find that when people fall, they don't just break their arm, they'll break in their clavicle too, because it takes all the impact.
Okay.
And then we have scapula. So the body of scapula is very broad, with many muscle, tendon, and ligament attachment sites on it. It has more of a triangular shape, and it's also an attachment site for your biceps. And it connects with your humerus.
Okay.
Okay. So Jamie fractured his scapula